be all good to go. There we go. Hello and welcome back to the FS Football channel. And today's, impromptu video, stream really, we are going to be talking about the England's Euro 2020 squad announcement. Of course, this is a provisional squad, so there is, 33 players here, I believe. So what we're going to do today, we're going to have a little chat about each player, and whether we think they will be going or not, and we'll be crossing out who we end up thinking is going to go to the Euros. Hello, Kurt, how are we, mate? So what do we actually make of the squad today? There's a few players I would have liked to see in that. I would have liked to see Wan-Bissaka taken. Obviously, he's not in the provisional, so he definitely will not be going. Trent in the provisional. Who knows what that's actually going to mean. Just to go through the players' names, it's Dean Henderson, Sam Johnstone, Jordan Pickford and Aaron Ramsdale. Of course, that does mean no Nick Pope. Nick Pope will miss out on the Euros. It will be up to Sam Johnson or Aaron Ramsdale to take his place. I suppose it is night for you, isn't it? What time is it over in Australia? Then the defenders are going to be Trent Alexander-Arnold, Ben Chilwell, Connor Cody, Ben Godfrey, Reece James, Harry Maguire, Tyrone Mings, Luke Shaw, John Stones, Kieran Trippier, Kyle Walker and Ben White. Like I said, no Wan-Bissaka. Harry Maguire is there. So he's going to go, isn't he, Harry Maguire? If we go into the midfielders, Jude Bellingham, Jordan Henderson, Jesse Lingard, Mason Mount, Calvin Phillips, Declan Rice and James Ward-Prowse. I think it's kind of the midfield you'd expect. It's 10:24. Bloody hell, that's fairly late. Fair play to you, my sir. I actually don't disregard what I was going to say. I was going to say Australia going to the World Cup. It's the Euros, not the World Cup, isn't it? Does Australia have some sort of national tournament this summer? And then the front line, we've got Calvert-Lewin, we've got Foden, we've got Grealish, we've got Mason Greenwood, we've got Harry Kane, we've got Marcus Rashford, we've got Bukayo Saka, Jadon Sancho, Raheem Sterling, and Ollie Watkins. Now, it's a pretty good squad. It is a pretty good squad. And the only noticeable people for me that aren't in there that I would have added is what's his name? Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Nick Pope, obviously he is injured. That's why he won't be in the squad. I mean, if I'd quickly load up my squad, the squad of players I would have taken, I've got Nick Pope in mind. Because this was before we knew he was going to miss out for sure. But that was my squad. I'll make that slightly smaller for you guys. My squad was Pickford, who's in here. Henderson, who's in here. Nick Pope is obviously not, so it's going to have to be one of these two. Then I went for Wan-Bissaka, Trent, Walker, Maguire, Stones, Mings, Shaw and Chilwell. Chilwell's in here, isn't he? Yeah. So, apart from Ezri Konsa and Wan-Bissaka, all of my defenders are in there. However, I would, like I said in my video about it, I didn't expect Konsa to go. I would have picked Konsa because of his partnership with Tyrone Mings. Well, I do think players like Ben Godfrey, maybe not even Ben White. I do think Ben Godfrey deserves to go over him. Maybe Connor Cody as well. Midfielders, I think this might be the exact same midfield as me, really. Bellingham. I went with Bellingham. Jordan Henderson I went with. I didn't go with Lingard. I put Mount in. I put Calvin Phillips in. Yeah, I put Foden. Did I put Foden? I put Foden as part of the midfield. But that midfield is exactly the midfield I would have taken. And then the front line, Calvert-Lewin I was taking. Foden I was taking. Grealish I was taking. Greenwood, same with Kane, Rashford, Sancho and Sterling. Australian World Cup, bro. Fair enough. So I'm very much happy with this provisional squad. Who would you guys want to take out of this provisional squad? for me, I think it's a fairly decent squad. What we will do, let me close down my 11. Well, this is my first time really looking at the squad, to be honest. So, what we'll do, we'll go through goalkeeper, defence, midfield, and forward. We have to, what is there? I think there's 33, is there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. So there's 33 players on this list. Harry Kane. I would take Harry Kane, of course I would, but he's. I think I saw Mark Goldbridge say this, and I think it's very right. He's the icing on top of a cake which Manchester United currently don't have. We need a defensive midfielder. We need a left winger. No, sorry, a right winger. We need a centre back. Way before we need to start thinking about getting another striker to go alongside Mason Greenwood, Anthony Martial, and Edison Cavani. So we've got 7 players we need to cross off. So the first player I'm going to get rid of, and this is from the goalkeepers, I'm getting rid of Aaron Ramsdale. I don't want Aaron Ramsdale to go. I don't think he's that great. Sam Johnson had a good season with West Brom. Ramsdale, I don't think he had a good season with Sheffield United and got relegated and came bottom, and they were probably the worst team in Premier League history. I didn't think he was that impressive with Bournemouth last season. So I'm very happy to leave Aaron Ramsdale at home. Like I said, if Nick Pope was available, Sam Johnson wouldn't be going. But while Nick Pope is injured, Aaron Ramsdale is not going for me. Now, in the defenders, I think this is where we probably get rid of 2. We've got 1, 2, 3 right backs here. I don't think you need to take 3 right backs. Although, look, in my squad, I had 3 right backs. To be fair, I don't think we need this many though. Well, it really depends, doesn't it? It does depend on what formation we're playing. Wait, is Reece James in there? Sorry, there's 4 right backs. We definitely get rid of a right back. So the right back I'm going to get rid of is Kieran Trippier. Yes, he just won the league with Atletico Madrid. He had time out because he was banned from football. I just don't see how or why he goes. He's not as good as going forward as Trent. He's not as good as at going forward as Reece James, I don't think, really, or very close. Defensively, he's not as good as Kyle Walker, and maybe they're about the same as Reece James. I don't see the point of taking a Kieran Trippier at all. Do you think Old Trafford needs repairs? Well, yeah, they certainly need repairs. They need to be upgraded. Like, Old Trafford hasn't been renovated for years. So then how many centre backs we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 5 centre backs. Sorry. So I'm taking Maguire. I'm taking Stones. Then I'm getting rid of Big Ben White for 1. Because Tyrone Mings has been selected, yeah. So we need to get rid of 1 more for me. The other centre back that I'm going to get rid of is I'm going to go Ben Godfrey. And now hear me out. I think Ben Godfrey's had a very good season with Everton. However, I do believe that because players like Conor Cody, Harry Maguire, John Stones and Tyrone Mings have all played for England and are all part of the England setup, they are better players to take to the Euros than someone like a Ben Godfrey, who's never played for England and has never been called up to England. So I'm taking. So my goalkeepers I'm taking is Henderson, Sam Johnstone, Jordan Pickford. The defenders is Trent, Ben Chilwell, Conor Cody, Reece James, Harry Maguire, Tyrone Mings, Luke Shaw, John Stones, and Kyle Walker. So far we've got rid of 5 players. We've got another 2 to get rid of. Yeah, no, sorry. I've got another 3 to get rid of. I've only got rid of 4 players. Midfield. I'm fairly happy with the midfield. I don't think you take Lingard though. I don't see where Jesse Lingard plays in a midfield. I don't think he's not better than Calvert-Lewin, because realistically, if we're playing a 4-3-3, 4-3-3, he's going to be on the wings. As wingers, he's not as good as Sancho. He's not as good as Rashford. He's not as good as Grealish or Foden. So I don't think he makes it on the wing. At 10, he's not as good as Foden. He's not as good as Mount. He's not as good as Grealish. Is there any other 10s? So I don't see where Jesse Lingard plays. So, and because of that, I'm getting rid of Jesse Lingard. I'm not taking Jesse. So now we got, out of this attack, this front three, who do we not take? Well, for me, it's very, very easy. I'm not taking Ollie Watkins. I find it a bit unfair. Bamford's not been selected over a Watkins. But for me, Ollie Watkins doesn't go. And Bukayo Saka doesn't go. If I'm taking Bukayo Saka, I'm getting rid of Ben Chilwell. Because I think Mason Greenwood should go. I think he offers something no one else does. I think he can go both ways. He can play off the right, can play up top, can play on the left. And look, he's one of the, I think, was it Dean Henderson said he's one of the best England's finishers? Alongside Harry Kane. Surely in the last few moments of a Euros quarter final or something, you need a goal. What's the worst than bringing on Mason Greenwood, who can go, like I said, both ways, and finish off either foot, and is one of the best finishers that the nation has. Why would you not bring that player on? So I think he offers something. Where Bukayo Saka and with Bukayo Saka, he can play off both the wings. He can play as a wing backs, but we have Trent Alexander-Arnold to play on as the right wing back. As a left wing back, we've got Ben Chilwell, we've got Luke Shaw. I don't think we need a third left wing back. And as a winger, we've got Jadon Sancho, who's a better winger than him. We've got Sterling, who may not have the greatest seasons, but it will always go and has had a better season. Rashford as well. Jack Grealish can play off the wing. Foden can play off the wing and as a 10. Mason Mount, we've seen him play off the wing a lot for England. I don't see why Bukayo Saka needs to be in there. There's other players that I think Southgate will preference over a Bukayo Saka going. So Bukayo Saka doesn't need to be in there. Ollie Watkins, similar situation. I would take Greenwood over him. I think Greenwood offers something Ollie Watkins doesn't. Calvert-Lewin is a striker. Harry Kane's a striker. So there we've got two out and out number 9s. We've got one that can play there very well and long term his position is a striker. And then you've got players like a Marcus Rashford, who has played England as a number 9 for England before, can play as a number 9. Sterling, I don't think he ever has properly played as a number 9 for England. I know we played a front 2 for England at the World Cup, and Raheem Sterling was part of that. But I don't see Watkins playing over Sterling, so he doesn't make it for me. And then look, I think that, if we just quickly make sure, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. So that would be that is the 26-man squad I would be taking to the Euros. Well, let me just cross the provisional out. I don't think... Look, like I said, I would have taken Pope. Add Pope. I would have taken Nick Pope. Obviously, he's not going to. He's injured, whatever. I would have taken Wan-Bissaka over Reece James. Reece James, I'm more than happy for Reece James to be in there. I think Reece James is a very good right back. And then apart from that, that is my squad. That is the exact squad I said I would have taken to the Euros this year. So I can't be unhappy. I cannot be unhappy with the squad that I'm seeing today. Like I said, I would have loved to see Wan-Bissaka go. I don't understand why Wan-Bissaka hasn't been at least put in this provisional squad. I think it's very unfair with him. I think we are going to lose one of England's best right backs. Not just for now, but for the coming 10, 20 years. Through Gareth Southgate just not picking him for whatever reason. Because he wants to play international football. There was obviously then rumours he was going to sign for the DR Congo. What is the harm in just taking Wan-Bissaka? He's a very good right back. But we're taking players like Kieran Trippier, Kyle Walker to a certain extent, who are past it. Well, maybe not Walker, who I don't think they're much better than Wan-Bissaka. Even if they're better at all, I think that they're not offering us anything that we haven't got in other players and younger players, and they're not going to be here for the next World Cup, the next Euros, are they? Wan-Bissaka will be, and at that point, he could be one of the best right backs in the world. I just don't understand why we just never pick Wan-Bissaka. I would pick Wan-Bissaka, but this, for me, will be and should be our England squad. I don't realistically think Godfrey will go, Ben White will go, Lingard will go, Saka or Watkins will go. I think they're kind of just being added on. Well, actually, I don't know. I don't think Ben White will go. So, actually, that'll be interesting. Let's do this. So obviously you saw what I would have taken. Well, this is what I think Southgate will do. I don't think he'll take Ramsdale. I don't think he'll take Trent. I don't think he'll take. Will he take Saka? I don't think he'll take Saka. I don't think he'll take what. Actually, I don't think he'll take Watkins. I don't think he'll take Greenwood, to be honest. I don't think he'll take Godfrey or Ben White. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, I don't. That's what I think. Southgate will go with. I don't think he'll take Ramsdale. I don't think he's taken Trent. I really don't. Obviously, we saw him get left out of the last England squad. I think he prefers Reece James and Kieran Trippier as right wing backs, Kyle Walker as well as a right back or as a right centre back. So I don't see where in what world Gareth Southgate actually takes Trent Alexander-Arnold, even though he might be our best right back. I think we're going to go into this European Championships without England's two best right backs, and Wan-Bissaka and Trent Alexander-Arnold. Godfrey over Mings. This is what I think Southgate will take. I don't think this is what I think Southgate will take. I mean, maybe I think for this tournament, I would go with Mings. I think Godfrey's probably better than Mings, but simply because Mings has played for England before, he is part of the England setup, makes me want to go with Tyrone Mings more, because I do feel like with a national team, you do want a kind of a club vibe where you kind of take up the same players most setups. And I think we are starting to somewhat get that. Obviously, there's times where, if let's say Harry Maguire has been absolutely atrocious, you shouldn't take Maguire. You should take someone else. But for a major tournament, I always think you should take players that have played majority, or at least been in the squad for majority of the qualifiers, and they know the system. They know what goes on, and I think that is why I would go for Tyrone Mings over Ben Godfrey. I don't think there's any doubt Gareth Southgate would go for Tyrone Mings over Ben Godfrey. Then, like I said, in the midfield, I think this is probably the exact midfield Gareth Southgate would take. I think we saw with Lingard getting called up to the last England squad. Lingard is very much in favour with Gareth Southgate. I don't think Southgate's going to leave him at home. I really don't. Mason Mount, we know Mason Mount will go. Phillips, same. Rice, same. Ward-Prowse, same. Henderson, same. Bellingham, same. Lingard's the only questionable one, But I think Gareth Southgate really likes him. I think he will go. In the front line, I don't see a world in which Ollie Watkins go. Mason Greenwood, I don't think he's in favour. He hasn't been called up since he got kicked out of the squad alongside Foden when we played Iceland. I don't think he'll be called up again. Bukayo Saka, I don't see where and why he would be called up. And I don't think we've seen Bukayo Saka called up for a while, maybe. Was he called up in the last squad? I don't think he was. And Watkins, we've got other better strikers. So this is a squad I think Southgate will take. So if I just write Southgate. Ooh. So that's the squad I think Southgate will take. So I think he will go with Henderson, Sam Johnston, Jordan Pickford, Chilwell, Cody, Reece James, Harry Maguire, Tyrone Mings, Luke Shaw, John Stones, Kieran Trippier, Kyle Walker, Bellingham, Henderson, Lingard, Mount, Phillips, Declan Rice, Ward-Prowse, Calvert-Lewin, Phil Foden, Jack Grealish, Harry Kane, Marcus Rashford, Jadon Sancho and Raheem Sterling. The squad I would go with is no Ramsdale. I would go Henderson, Johnston, Pickford, Trent, Chilwell, Connor Cody, Reece James, Harry Maguire. Reece James, Harry Maguire, Tyrone Mings, Luke Shaw, John Stones, Kyle Walker and Jude Bellingham. Well, that's the wrap at the defence and goalkeepers. In the midfield, I would take Bellingham, Henderson, Mount, Phillips, Declan Rice, James Ward-Prowse. In the front line, I'm taking Calvert-Lewin, Phil Foden, Jack Grealish, Mason Greenwood, Harry Kane, Marcus Rashford, Jadon Sancho, Raheem Sterling and Ollie Watkins. 4, 5, 6, 7. That's my squad. There we go. That is my England Euro 2020 squad. Well, yes, squad from the squad that was in the provisionals. Of course, this was my original squad that I made my video about a couple days ago. I wanted Pope in. Pope is injured, so Sam Johnson is a nice replacement. I would happily take Sam Johnston if Pope isn't fit. Wan-Bissaka, I would have taken over Reece James. Apart from that, my whole back four is there, apart from Ezri Konsa, who I would have taken over Connor Cody, but I'm more than happy for Connor Cody to go. I wanted Ezri Konsa there because he's already got an established partnership alongside Tyrone Mings. That midfield is exactly the midfield I was taking anyway. Apart from, obviously, I've put Phil Foden as part of that midfield. The England graphic has Foden as a forward alongside. Well, this is my complete forward list as well. So, I'm very happy. I'm very happy with the England squad. There's a few players here and there I would have liked to have taken over the others, but apart from that, I'm not unhappy. I don't think you can really be too unhappy with that squad. And look, I'm just hopeful that we can go and do some business at the Euros. Of course, the final and semi-finals, I believe, are now being played at Wembley. If we can make it to the semi-finals, I think we've got a very, very good chance of winning it. And look, I think that squad is very capable of winning it. So that is going to be my England squad. You guys will have to let me know what you guys think of that squad. I think it's very good. I think that's more than capable of going to the Euros and at very least challenging for the tournament. And let's try and bring it home, boys. Let's try and bring it home. Anyway, if you guys have enjoyed, please do hit that like button below. Subscribe if you are new and you haven't already. Like I said, let me know in the comments down below what your England 2020 squad would be. Obviously, this is the provisional squad. If I get rid of everything I've written on it. So just to once again go over, that is the provisional squad. The squad that you just saw me put on the screen before is the squad I would take out of that provisional. Of course, 7 of them players have to be dropped and left out of the Euros this year. Let me know what 7 players you would leave out. Alright, thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the next one in a bit. Peace.